Here with Concordia head volleyball coach Ben Boldt to preview the 2022 season, and as we record this, only about a week away from the first official match with an early start in Oregon this year. I know it's year 5 here for you and Coach Angie Boldt. You've gone through kind of a full cycle of recruiting and having the senior class your whole time from last year, but what have you maybe enjoyed most about this journey so far?
The team, the people, I think, to see the evolution of who they come in as and then who they leave as, that's probably been the funnest thing for us, Angie and I. Like you said, we're in year 5, so the ones that are here, we recruited, and so this is the first class that we recruited that's come all the way through. So it's been really cool to see that evolution. We've loved everybody that we've worked with, but to have that class, it's kind of crazy to have that first class that you recruited come through and be seniors now. So it's been really rewarding.
We talked about it in the spring too. The team motto of "lean in" that you have on your practice shirts too as well. But how has that continued to maybe help focus everyone's energy on what your aim is for this season?
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's just knowing that not any one person can do it themselves. Lean in. It's a tie-in to what our core values are. We talk about love, trust, hard work, sacrifice. Those are our team core values. We just came up with 2 new ones yesterday for the team that they defined for themselves, and that's embrace, which is embrace the moment, right? Embrace each other, and then day by day. So we don't want to take it all in and get overwhelmed necessarily with what's out there in front of us. We want to be able to keep our perspective, one step at a time. But yeah, lean in is a tie to all those things that just create and help us become a team.
Last season, quickly, you had some ups and downs. Some tough results early, and then you really took off down the stretch of the season. But what lessons do you feel like were learned, maybe that you build upon this year?
Yeah, I mean, I want to have a gritty team, and a team that can look at each other and be fearless in the big moments. So hopefully we take away some lessons in that. Probably we're going to get tested a whole lot before GPAC starts again, so we'll probably learn all those lessons over again. Hopefully we handle them in a good manner, and we'll figure out who our best team is and how we can deal with all those challenges.
It seems fair to say you have a couple players back who are All-America caliber based on what they've done in the past with Gabby Norniker and Cameron Hopfer. I know you have to build a whole team, but what does that do for your comfort level, just having those 2 back and kind of knowing what you can expect?
Yeah, it's awesome to have those players out there. I think that with Cam and Gabby having the success that they've had so far, other people can see that, and gain confidence in knowing that we all have each other's back, and we can lean on each other in that way. I'm really excited to see how others step up. We're a different team than we were last year, so it's been fun to see these first couple of practices and how we're meshing together, and it'll be a fun season, I think, for us to have the opportunity to, we call it, be the woman, in the big moment. So,
well, just how different will things look without Tara Callahan, and how are things shaping up with Ed Setter, where maybe you have multiple options there that could potentially be part of the plan?
Yeah. we'll figure out what our best system is, whether that's a one-setter system or a two-setter system. Maybe we go in and out of that. But yeah, no, Tara, she was obviously an awesome setter for us for 5 years with her COVID year. But we're really excited about the setters that we have. Bree Burtwhistle is coming back from experience from last year, and Bree Green is a senior who's been in our program for a long time. We have some younger players too that are figuring it out, and they're competing, and it's really fun to see how they can run a team also. So Bree and Bree, they're running really good offense. We're talking about keeping it fast and keeping it people flying around out there, and they can dish it. So we'll see what it looks like.
Well, I know last year you were very young in the back row, and that you're hopefully in a different spot there than a year ago. But how much have things progressed, and how does maybe just having more experience lead to maybe being more confident right at the start of a season back there?
Yeah, you can feel that a little bit, where the youth from last year, they're definitely more confident. They have a better handle on the system and what they need to do. So that's definitely just a vibe that you feel in the back row. So I don't know exactly what it's going to look like in terms of who's where just yet, but I think the overall just sense of what we need to do is they're a little bit more confident back there.
Well, it would seem there's some opportunities with having graduated a couple of other people like Arlie Costello and Erica Heinzerling, who played quite a bit in their careers. But how do you see maybe their shoes being filled, and maybe someone like Shelby Stark and others are ready to step into bigger roles? For sure, yeah. Shelby's she's been really getting after it in terms of she's been hitting the ball pretty well. So she's definitely going to be in the mix in there on that. We have some freshmen that we're looking at also, and I think we're really experienced in the middle, and we do have to figure out who the pins are going to be. But it's going to be, I think, a fun picture to figure out, and who wants to be the woman in the moment. That's how we want to make sure that people are fearless in that moment. We want to have people out there who are going to be gritty and play the game and figure out and be in that how do I make the ball better moment. So that's what we're figuring out. And I think that it's going to be between Shelby, between some freshmen that are competing for that spot. It's going to be good competition. Well, I think by some of the metrics, Concordia volleyball played the toughest schedule in the country at the NAI level last year. I know you have some challenges outside of the league, and always a tough run in the GPAC. But what can you tell us about kind of the non-conference and the excitement level about heading out to the Pacific Northwest to begin the year? Yeah, no, we're going to match up with Oregon Tech, who we matched up with at the national tournament last year, and that'll be a really tough match right off the bat. And then we also play Southern Oregon and Park Gilbert out there. So all those are top 50 type teams, so that's going to be good. We have a really tough non-con tournament in Sioux City, so it's going to be fun. It's going to be a really high level schedule, and I think one that will prepare us for GPAC, one that will prepare us for national competition. But again, we got to go out there and play it. So that's what we love. That's why we schedule that way, and that's why we come to play here. Well, I know that the program continues to pursue pretty lofty goals, and the GPAC championship is still one that's out there. And a rare feat in 2021 during the same calendar year, you're in the national quarterfinals twice because of the way things worked out with COVID. But what do you hope is the kind of the story of 2022, maybe beyond just wins and losses?
That's a great question. I want to be successful. I want the players to have a great experience, and part of that is winning, but part of that is going through trials and tribulations. And I can't remember who exactly said it, but some of my greatest joys has been overcoming tough obstacles. So that's going to be something that we're going to go through, but we're going to go through it together, and we're going to figure out all those problems as a team. So that's what I want to be able to have with our team throughout the season. And hopefully that, we got big goals. We're going for GPAC championship. We're going for national championship. And I don't think that's out of the realm of possibility. I'm not guaranteeing that by any means, but that's something that we're competing for, and that's something that really motivates us.